which is basic. And I could be your girl, baby, on some real shit. But I'm just too busy getting to this paper. Oh, nah. You ain't never seen a superstar up close. You ain't never seen a bad bitch look this good. And I'ma hold it down just like I should. Just like I should. You feel different, baby. You feel different, baby. Wanna give you my all, but I'm just tryna fall back. I'm just tryna fall back. Can't give you my all, but I'm just tryna fall back. I'm just tryna fall back.
Vibes. And you bust out the bars. Yo, you should rap. Do you guys agree?
Like, I feel like it wasn't enough of you. I wanted to like just to hear Karen.
Yeah. And what we did here was like practice. Oh, yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, it sounded like you featured that.
Yeah. Basically, you worked it on your own.
Okay.
Nice.
So, since everybody is curious to hear about the raps, I actually have a rap song, and it's called Evil Eye / Kimchi. And yeah, just vibes, no explanation, okay.
Oh, 1, 2 be the zip, and you know I got the city on lock. Oh, 3, 2 in this bitch. Westbrook Betty, and I been with the shits. #1 wavy, baby. Pull up in that cherry with the black rims on it. Caramel seats with the brown stitch on it. Focused on the paper, make a broke bitch sick. Low vibe bitches need to get off my dick. Pull up to the store and leave it bloody like it's kimchi. Never need a gun to make a bitch bleed. To make a bitch bleed. And I see you bitches hating on the low. You be clocking, you be watching where I go. Got some shooters on the low. They always down to blow.
It took a lot of trusting myself and trusting in something bigger than myself, so that these lyrics could come out. Because there was a point, like this year, where I was like, I don't want to write music anymore. Like, I don't want to sing. I don't want to write. Like, I was done. I was thinking about, okay, now that I'm suffering, so no cut to that. And I'm gonna be alone. And then like get sick a list, and then like the only thing that meant is a crew and then like continue with the music, because clearly there's a something here, like there's something special about these words, because when I was writing them, I had no idea that they would come out like this. But I really had to like trust the process and trust in something bigger than myself, because like on the, I forgot to mention that, on Isono and Let It Flow, I produced those tracks. I produced them and I wrote them. And like, I remember like sitting in my room and being like, dog, I don't even know if I can do this. But what did I do? Close my eyes and I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna do it.
And now you're stepping on our necks, man. Literally.
And yeah, so yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I had a conversation with her at that point, and she was like, you know, my biggest thing with music is I'm struggling with the producers. And I don't know if any of you are artists, but I think most vocalists are like, I have the song in my head, how do I do this? So shout out to you for actually being brave enough to be like, I'm gonna go find that song. And here we are hearing your song, girl. For real. Queen stuff here.
Thank you.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay, so this next song I'm gonna play, it's called Sunshine, and this is more like of an affirmation song, and just, a little something for the baddies to get ready to in the morning. Here I should be speaking, but singing, I am divine, I am perfectly designed, I am chosen, I am the one. We're thinking, I'm doing it, I'm doing the do. That's why I wrote the song, and I needed to hear these words also and just be like, bro, you got this, like you were chosen for this shit, like, and yeah, so this is called Sunshine.
I'm excited about my future and all the things to come. I am ready to collect my blessings. I am chosen. I am the one. I am divine, perfectly designed. I am chosen. I am the one. All the joy inside me is bigger than the ocean. All these words unspoken.
It's like, okay, so what happened with this song? I went to Basha's house for a songwriting camp basically, because we had those for a couple of seconds there. And then I got to his house, and then I think I don't even know how it went, but I know that we were together when the song was written. And I remember explaining to him that, dude, there's this thing in my head, there's this melody. La 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 la. And then I think I played a couple of keys on the piano. It sounded a lot less colorful than it sounds now, I will say. It sounded very jazzy and old. If you just scroll on my Instagram, you'll probably see that clip. And we were just jamming and just jamming, just having a good time, and that's what the song really reminds me of. And just being with mates, doing what I love, and just sunshiny. Yes.
And being gorgeous.
Because
you're gorgeous.
Yes.
That's not when the best music comes on.
Oh yes, we saw a double rainbow that day. Boom. Because information we saw a double rainbow after we wrote the song.
Wait, stop, sorry. What is a double rainbow?
Okay, a double rainbow is I'm a rainbow I too in the sky. Yeah. Let's saw.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
what-
that's the croissant.
I don't cross someone on top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gift.
Hey, yeah. Yes, so there was a double rainbow in the sky. Was I not crying, guys? Oh, I'm so emotional. But then again, it's fine.
So we're happy. Look what came out.
Thank God for that double rainbow.
Yeah.
The song that I can hear that I've heard that you produced, there's a meditative rhythm. There's always a constant thing that kind of lulls the listener off. Do you get what I mean? It's sort of like in your own track, you become your lead singer and your own backup singer and your own instrument at the same time. Was that purposeful? Because a lot of people are like, I want people to take a journey, and you just want people to clearly zone out. Because zoning out, I believe, spiritually brings you in.
The tracks that I produce specifically are designed for meditation and for relaxing and for connecting with yourself. Because I feel like when I wrote these songs, that's exactly what I had to do. And I had to find my center, and I had to find my footing. And the only way that I knew how to find my footing was eventually it sticks. So for translation, if you repeat something more than once, it sticks. And I just felt like I wanted the songs that I produced to feel like me, and I wanted them to feel calming and warm and not too all over the place. But I wanted them to feel like, hey, I'm here, let me give you a hug with my voice.
I think
it's very refreshing to see someone who does so many different genres and who does it holistically. You don't just, care about, making it rain and, flicking your wrist, but you're actually taking a holistic approach to make sure that your audience actually enjoys your art. And the fact that you think about the fact that they can use it as an escape and that they can use it to meditate, those are all things that I think very young artists, especially if they're trying to get into the hip-hop space or they're trying to do something that's similar to trap, they don't try and offer something that's of substance. But my question is, especially with the last song, I'm trying to put my finger on you, but I can't, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But I wanted to know which artists inspire you, because with the last song and the other ones, I heard a little bit of Robert Glasper, some Bad Bad Not Good, some Georgia Smith, and I'm like, who, where
Some Erica.
I heard a little bit of everything, so I'm very curious to find out who inspires you to, or which artist or band do you look for inspiration?
I have a top 5 vocalists, writers. Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Sade, and SZA. I love SZA. And I love SZA. Listening to my grandmother sing to me, that also inspires me a lot. Because my grandmother, God bless her, so and all of those cultures. I feel like I've always been surrounded by culture, and I feel like that is the cornerstone of my music and my love for music. But hip hop and all that stuff just to make it cool. But yeah.
So basically what you're saying is that your inspiration is just about as eclectic as your sound.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Before my papa learned to love, he learned how to load a gun, and he left his home in search for a better one, in search for a better one. Now she don't know my listen away, now she don't know my listen away, now she don't know my listen away, now she don't know my listen away.
Shilling means shilling is money, that's 10 cents. And the whole inspiration behind the song was I remember seeing on the news that the police were taking food from people who had eaten food and burning it. And I was like, yo, what has humanity come to? Because obviously these police officers know that there's no other way for them to get money. So I want that money. There's nothing they can do. And so the song was inspired by that. And basically the world was fucking burning, and I really wanted to express how I felt at the time.
I just want to say thank you for writing this at the time that you did. As an artist myself, I had no words for what was happening when we were on fire. I was so angry, and in a country where you go into corporate spaces and you can get into a space where no one even talks about this. Your people are the ones that are setting their own country on fire because of their own pain. And for you to be able to work through that and write something like that where I can mourn, and I can be moved, and my pain, I feel like we didn't write that song because you had to write it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
No one else wrote that song because you were able to put the mourning, but a message of we're almost there, all in one. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. I couldn't express myself during that time. I was too angry, quite honestly. And the fact that you could, and you did. I'm in awe. Thank you.
I think the one quality that I'm getting from your music is that it's very healing, and I think it's very reflective of the sort of aura that you have. And even with the encounter that I had with you on a space like Clubhouse, where you find so many artists out here low key trying to flex, you always stayed very authentic, and that's something that really just I gravitated to personally. And I think I speak for everyone in this room, we're excited to see what's next and how you're going to take this wave into the next level.
With us, how, like, if you ask me, I would say that this music shows that you have a very raw and like innate intuition and like a connection with the universe that you have a need to share. So even when you try to stop, you know, God was like, girl, but I, you know.
That's true. This was a dream before it came to life, because I remember last year, around this time last year, I think I came to Botaki for the first time. And I was like, shit, it felt like I've been here before. Like, in a dream or something. And I was like, hey, why? Okay, let me just come in. And when I instantly came inside, I was like, I saw the art on the wall, and there was like a piano here. And I could not play piano, still can't save my life. But I was pressing that piano, and I was just like, okay, this feels familiar, this feels safe, this feels like home. And I was like, okay, if I'm ever gonna have something important that I'd like to do here, I want it to be in this space where I felt more safe. And in this little corner, this is where like the inception of Gods Never Die happened, in this corner with the piano.
Sorry. Thank you to everyone who came. Thank you for everyone for supporting me. And okay, on a serious note, this was a dream of mine since last year. And to see it come to life and to see people who love me and support me here, it makes my heart clump chocolates. And I'm really happy that people came and support her, and thank you guys so much. It's only upwards from here. Thank you.